For 3 months straight, I've been doing LEGO's Island Summer of 2024. And wow, this has been an extremely interesting summer for LEGO's Island. A lot of things were different this time around. For example, this time we saw the time of day change throughout the events. Secondly, the water slides released later than they normally would. And lastly, if that wasn't already crazy enough, the island turned winter-themed halfway through. You can mostly thank people click for that last one. This has been a very different and also interesting LEGO's Island Summer at the same time. And now, it is 91 days after the event started on Saturday, August 31st, 2024. And that means it is the last day of the event. I cannot believe it's already the last day. That's actually insane. These last few months have gone kind of fast, I'm not gonna lie. And it's crazy to already be here. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. So last time we left off on August 28th, and now we're going to be making our way to the last 3 items in the summer event. But first we're going to make our way through the hotel, and then climb up the ladder, going all the way up here to the hotel rooftop, where we will be able to find the last 3 items. Items 90, 91, and lastly, 92, which is August 29th, August 30th, and lastly but not least, August 31st. Now, these last 3 items are actually going to be extremely interesting because one of these items will affect the finale in a much more different way than you probably would have expected. But first, we have August 29th. The Nighttime Summer Banner. For the last 2 months, we have been receiving banners based off of the daylight cycle, such as daytime and evening respectively. Because we're now making it to the end of the night portion of the event, and just the overall event itself, we can now place down this banner right here. And now, as you can see, our inventory is full, so for the last time, we are of course going to need to clear our inventory. There we go. Won't need to do that ever again, at least until the next one. Now that that is over with, let's make our way to August 30th. The Daylight Cycle Banner. This is a combination of all 3 daylight cycles we saw across the events. And by placing it down, it resets everything. Before I explain how this will be a major effect in the finale, let's talk about all the items we need to find across the event. As you can see, we have item 1, June 1st, the LEGO's Island Summer Hat. Then we have the Yellow Terracotta from June 10th, the Trial Key from June 13th, the Buffalo House Banner from June 25th, the Familiar Location House Banner from June 26th, the Loft House Banner from June 27th, the Blue Tropical Shirt from June 28th, the New York Summer 2024 Banner from June 29th, the Daytime Summer Banner from June 30th, the Rochester House Banner from July 1st, the Firework Dog from July 4th, the Evil Cluck Banner from July 13th, the Arctic Resort Banner from July 14th, the Frozen Blacksmith Shop Banner from July 15th, the Summer 2024 Medieval Banner from July 16th, the Arctic Summer 2024 Medieval Banner from July 17th, the Mace from July 18th, the Polar Bear Banner from July 19th, the Frozen Waterslide Banner from July 20th, the Christmas in July, the Arctic and Christmas in July banner from July 25th, the Wind Charge from July 28th, the Blizzard banner from July 29th, the Evening Summer banner from July 31st, the Arctic Summer banner from August 1st, the Creator Music Disc from August 2nd, the Chiseled Red Sandstone from August 10th, the Wolf Armor from August 13th, and the Weathered Copper Ball from August 16th. The Sandstone from August 24th. And lastly, the Nighttime Summer Banner from August 29th. These are all the items that made a huge impact to LEGO's Island Summer 2024 across the last 3 months. And now, we must go searching for them to remember how epic of a summer this was. Now, how exactly are we going to make it back to the beginning of the event extremely quick? Well, you guys didn't see this before, but behind the Daylight Cycle banner, we have a bell. Pressing it as follows sends us right back to the beginning of the whole event. However, like I just stated, you may have also noticed that it has also gone back to daytime. And here is where the massive twist comes in. You see, you might want to pay attention to the sky as we go through the scavenger hunt, because let's just say it's playing a much bigger role here than you may realize. Let's get started. June 1st, the first item, the summer hats. Now, we are going to go all the way down here. I'll most likely cut in between each, but since these are extremely close to each other, I didn't need to. June 10th, the yellow terracotta. And like I just said, as you can see, everything has reset back to where we were at the beginning, meaning it is back to daytime for the first time in over 2 months. And it's really weird, I'm not gonna lie. Next up, we have June 13th, which is back when 1.21 released. Don't worry though, I could just grab the trial key from the creative inventory. And see, this is back when we were doing all the terracotta items, which was actually really cool back then. Now this next one is interesting, the next few. Ringing the bell, we are now back at the Buffalo House. Because, as you may recall, these came back for the first time in 2 years this past summer. This means we're going to need to go around the said areas to collect all the items. Respectively, the familiar location house banner right there, and then needing to head back to the back of the loft house to collect the loft house banner. It feels so weird seeing the daytime banners with it actually being daytime now, I'm not gonna lie. Next up, we need to head inside the house for this, June 28th, which is back when we get the blue tropical shirt, which is actually a shirt that actually exists in real life, which as you can see, I have put that on as a reference, because I did wear that a few times throughout the summer. Now, it's out of here. And now we have June 29th. That is, of course, the New York Summer 2024 banner. And we don't even need to pause this next one since the next one's literally just right here. Really cool. Let's jump over and collect the Daytime Summer banner. Officially concluding over here. Now, remember what I said about paying attention to the sky? Because, yeah, it's coming. Oh, I thought I caught it. Wait for it! It's evening now, just like how it was in July. So there's the massive twist. As we progress through each month of items, the time of day changes like it did during the actual events. How freaking cool is that? That means we're gonna need to clear our inventory. And now start collecting the July items, being the Rochester House banner. The next item we need to collect is over there on the 4th of July themed item booth, which is right over here. Doing this, we'll need to cut the fireworks spawn egg. However, in favor of this, I will also bring him as well. Next up is July 13th, which, if you recall, was the Evil Cluck banner. It doesn't matter that it broke because it's literally being taken down in a day. And now we're getting into the time that Arctic Summer took place, which means we're now getting into all the Arctic Summer items that we saw. Next up is July 15th, where the Frozen Blacksmith Shop banner presents itself, which is actually really cool. We're now going to need to clear our inventory for the next set of items, respectively. Dang, who remembers when I created all these custom LEGO's Island Summer items back in July? It was honestly a really nice thing to do. Anyway, that's just a little thing I thought I'd mention. Next up, July 16th, when we hit the halfway point. It is the Summer 2024 Medieval banner, as we previously knew, which there was an episode on this day. Next up is July 17th, which is the Arctic Summer Medieval banner. Next up is going to be July 18th. Now, previously during Arctic Summer, this was a snow maze, but obviously Evil Cluck's Arctic Summer attack has obviously been reversed, so of course it is not that anymore. It feels kind of nice getting all the items now that it's not, you know, snow-themed. But also kind of nice seeing the evening-themed islands, you know, not all covered in snow. By the way, no need to pause this considering it's literally just right over here. In the Polar Bear banner. And I remember we used the mace to defeat Evil Cluck. That was way too satisfying. Next up is July 20th, which granted us the Frozen Water Slide banner. Next up is July 25th, which granted us the Arctic Christmas in July banner. This was also around the time that Evil Cluck decided to spawn a bunch of pigmen against me to prevent me from getting the 8 years on YouTube hat that I created back from him. That was honestly really freaking cool. Also, not gonna lie, I still did a pretty good job on this design, I'm not gonna lie. The next item is located up there. However, I'd like to show a little more of this because honestly, it's really freaking cool. Because we'll never see this again. Because normally it's a different design every single year. Next up is the Wind Charge on July 28th. Such a cool item. I freaking love this thing. Next up is July 29th. Right here. And it broke. But again, does not matter. Event's going down in a day. So if any of the items break, it does not matter. Since I'm literally just going to be cleaning it up. The last item we need for July is July 31st. Exactly a month ago. The Evening Summer banner, which concluded the evening portion. Now we need to make our way up to the two small mountains, respectively, because that's where the August 1st item is located, respectively. So, as follows. And now it is officially back to nighttime. Like it has been the whole month. Okay, so we can collect it here. Anyway, next one is literally just down here. So, we don't even need to pause it. Opening it up, it is the Music Disc Creator. And for the sake of this finale, we're gonna play it again. In reference. Love it! And you know what? We're not even gonna pause it just so we can let the song play. The next item that we need to collect is August 6th. Wait, wrong item. Sorry. I was picking up the one that we need in the village. There we go. This is the correct item, which we actually could have just collected via there. My bad, guys. I was picking up the one that we needed in the village. Anyway, the next one, we also don't even need to pause it because, well, it's literally just a... What? What the heck is that doing here? August 13th, the Wolf Armor. Anyway, now that is done, let's make our way to the subway. Now heading into the subway, as you guys can see, we need to go ahead and obviously find all the weathered copper bowl, and that is exactly what we have done. So now, we are going to go ahead and now make our way to the village. As follows. And you know what? For the heck of it, we're going to keep the music playing down here too. Because it's just that good. Anyway, our next item is August 24th being the sandstone. Even though, oh, actually, you know what? Good thing that we collected there because it wasn't even there. So, we are going to go ahead and now make our way to the hotel rooftop for our last item, which we already claimed earlier in the video. But we're going to claim it again since everything resets. Anyway, the final item being right here. And now, we get to successfully put every single item in here, officially concluding everything. I can't believe it. It's actually done. Every single item. We actually did it, guys. And guys, that's it! And right on time because the music stopped. Right as we placed the last. Dang, we're good! I'm also checking to make sure we didn't miss an item on the way at all. And judging by this, nope, we have not missed a single item at all. We got all of them in. And now the door is open, claiming both items respectively. This, of course, obviously being the Summer 2024 banner. Let's put it on. And that is how it looks. The item that we've been seeing all this time. And of course, as in usual tradition, we have a book to obviously wrap things up. Thank you for supporting LEGO's Island Summer 2024. What a summer we had! Each month of the summer had something cool to keep things interesting, along with a daylight cycle changing as the months went on. June, daytime, plus New York rooms returned. July, evening, Evil Cluck's Arctic Summer. And lastly in August, we had nighttime plus 7 water slides around LEGO's Island. It was nice seeing us revisit the New York houses again after not doing so in 2023 and see the campsite redesigned to look like another part of Rochester we never saw before, which changed how our yearly 4th of July party normally was held from previous LEGO's Island summers. Evil Cluck's Arctic Summer was sure something. Having the island half winter themed was interesting as we got to see what LEGO's Island Summer was like in a winter perspective. Not to mention, this all took place in the evening as well. Speaking of that, we got 7 water slides across the island towards the end of the summer and saw the summer island in a beautiful nighttime setting to wrap it all up. This was way better than LEGO's Island Summer 2023, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Next up is Labor Day on September 2nd, then Fall Mini Event on September 21st, and lastly the return of the Medieval Party on September 25th. We'll be back with this in June 2025. Thank you again for supporting LEGO's Island Summer 2024. Personally, yeah, this was so much better than LEGO's Island Summer 2023. You could see there was so much more creativity in this one. And especially since this occurred back to back with the island's reopening back in May, yeah, you could see the creativity truly has taken a massive turn for the better. And honestly, let's just say there is so much more creativity where that came from. There's so much more creativity and a lot more fun and exciting things on the way. I still don't know if this is better than World Tour from 2021. I'll admit, the daylight cycle was honestly genius. And honestly, it is so cool to see how different the island could look in that perspective. And hey, we even got the dog firework along the way for 4th of July, which was honestly so cool. Unfortunately, as cool as this LEGO's Island Summer was, I have to clean it up. And boy, it's gonna take a while. But just know, I had a lot of fun. A lot of fun with this event. This is probably the most creative LEGO's Island Summer we have had in years. And truly shows that I have a lot of creativity still in me. And the next 4 months, the last 4 months of the year should definitely prove that. Oh, and wish me luck on cleaning this up, by the way, because woo! This is gonna be a lot. Thank you for watching LEGO's Island Summer 2024. And see you next time for LEGO's Island Summer 2025.